Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. It's the Baylor Bears and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will be first on the attack. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big night.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Boley. Under fire. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Dropping back, it's Boley. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on fourth down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you'll regret it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
Looking for a man. It's Boley. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Baylor's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And now we see Dawson Pendergrass found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears line up to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air, it's Boley. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Looking left. Got a man. It's Brown. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll try to pop the draw. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single...
Finding some room. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bears are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Play fake Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to set up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a ready.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Boley. Got it set up on the outside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen.
Caught, and he's got room. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand off for Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, ASU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Flagway wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Smith. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bears, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Baylor. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. To the air, it's Boley. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, the Bears head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak. But right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The run inside, it's Turner. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The short hands, it's Anderson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Grabs it in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Flagway on the play action. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Got a man. It's Miller. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Lagway to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. There's a little room there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those below the face mask. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to punch it in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense going all in to stop the run. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Bolden. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get...
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Lagway, bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they get him down. As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Looking downfield, it's Boley. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Bears. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The offense set for a 1st down play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is